you better keep John. All right. 513-749-1230. Vanessa Sparks, how are you today? What's going on? I saw you on the news yesterday. I said, I got to get in touch with Vanessa Sparks.
Yes, I first of all want to acknowledge and thank Curtis Fuller for showing up yesterday and giving us an opportunity to tell not only Cincinnati but the world about what is happening here and what has been happening here ever since the uprisings of 2001 with the aggressive nature of the Buildings and Inspections Department, the City of Cincinnati, and the fact that those who are in partnership with the city, whether it be 3CDC and high-end developers or anyone else, have benefited from ill-gotten gain by seizing and punishing black property owners throughout the city for alleged building violations. So, you know, we've been on the air previously. Brother Stanford Poole has been aggressively trying to address council. We have attempted to get things resolved through the People's Platform for Equality and Justice, gone to the mayor, the city manager, various members of council, not just this current council, but previous councils as well, to sound the alarm that this was happening, and it has always fallen on deaf ears. People have joked about it, made fun of it, alleged that we evidently were doing something wrong, and now it's just time for us to seek and demand justice. So we filed a federal lawsuit. We're finally able to find an attorney, George Katchmer, who has stepped up to the table, to the plate to aid and assist us, just to receive justice and to be made whole from the undue burden and damages that we suffered through. Okay, so what
do you expect from the city? What do you want done? You want the city to do what? Fire the person in charge of the building inspectors? You want them to what can the city do to make you happy at this point?
The first thing they could do is acknowledge the fact that damage has been done. They had no problem going back 50 some odd years to acknowledge and apologize for Kenyon Bar. The thing is that nothing's changed. The same tactics that they used then are the same tactics that they're using now. So the first thing they could do is atone themselves, make sure that they acknowledge that people have been damaged, people have had their rights to build generational wealth. You know, they talk about generational curses as if it's, you know, something that we've imposed upon ourselves, but often the generational curses that we've suffered through have been the result of oppression and parasitic capitalism, and that is exactly what we're experiencing now. So that's the first thing they could do. The second thing to do that they could do is make us whole. Acknowledge that we've been damaged, acknowledge what they've done, and make us whole. The third thing they could do is change policy, because it's not just about firing one person and then hiring someone to take up the same behavior. That's not good enough. That's what we've seen happen, unfortunately, with the collaborative agreement. You know, we've seen people be replaced, right? But has policy really changed? And by the fact that even the Buildings and Inspections Department uses police power to file for warrants of arrest, they use the court to fine people, to put undue burden on already burdened property owners. It's insane that it's happened for as long as it has, and it took for us to, as I said, find someone that was willing and brave enough to come to our rescue and try to aid and assist us to get the justice we deserve.
All right. Well, good luck. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Normally, they'll come up with a dollar figure, and they'll settle it with the lawyer. The lawyer get paid, and the people who filed on to the lawsuit, they'll get a few $1,000s, and that'll be the end of it. That seems like what's been happening.
Well, we can't afford for the petty bourgeoisie to continue to oppress us, Mr. Ware. I do have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Ware. I really do. And the fact that when we were displaced, you were one of the only few people who spoke out on our behalf, on my family's behalf. And so, beyond listening to you from the I Got It days.
Oh, boy, that's going back to the 70s.
Respect for you, but we've got to start to take this issue seriously. Sister Charlene is, I believe, 74 years old and has suffered irreparable damage.
And I'm trying to help Charlene.
She could have been paying.
I'm trying to help her as much as I can. I don't know. I've got her working with the city, and we got to find some help for Charlene.
We definitely do. We're also, asking for Black property owners to, be brave enough to come forward and be a part of what we're doing. It's no different than what we went through when we had to acknowledge the misbehavior of the Cincinnati Police Department. We need people to come forward. So if you don't mind, I'd like to give out my number.
Yes, go ahead.
Sure. Okay, so you can reach me at 513-913-2691. Our email address is peoplesplatform2020@gmail.com. We can put you directly in touch with our attorney. We're looking for people who have had to go to housing court, who have had their property taken, who have been fined, incarcerated. We want people to be brave enough to please stand up, because if we don't change the current behavior that's happening out of buildings and inspections with the acknowledgement and agreement of City Council, the mayor, and the city manager's office, our children are going to be fodder for the future, and we can't afford for that to happen. So please reach out to us, 513-913-2691, and our email address is peoplesplatform2020@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Mr. Ware. We will be keeping everyone updated on the progress that we're making, because we're not going to give up the fight.
All right, Vanessa, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
All right, that's Vanessa Sparks, always out there fighting for the people. Yes, fighting for the people. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock. Coming up at 1, it'll be Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real, keeping it real.